Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Brandon Cook. This is episode 1 of the What's Cookin' podcast, and I just want to start you off here with a scenario. What if I told you that for the low cost of $0.00, you could come along with me on a journey? A journey in which the destination is unknown. The content has not been created or very much thought of yet. And the man behind the wheel has absolutely zero podcasting experience. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where do I sign up and how much money can I donate? But before you agree to this, I will let you know, I will warn you, I am a busy man. I am a man of many obligations. I have a full-time job. I have other prior engagements I will be committing my time to throughout my life. But I think that it's possible for me to put out maybe like an episode a week of things that I'm interested in, things that I'm passionate about, maybe memories I've had, experiences. We could have guests come on the show and talk about really anything you want. If you guys are interested at all in coming on the show, coming on the pod, please let me know. I'd be happy to have you. We can talk about anything you want and press record and see what happens, and hopefully create some content that's enjoyable for other people to listen to and get you some value as you're maybe driving to work or doing a workout or wherever you might listen to podcasts. You can throw us on, give us a listen. We'll try to spice up your day a little bit. But yeah, I thought the best way to start episode 1 is just going to be with a who, what, when, where, why type of structure. It's kind of like language arts back in the day, you know, the all the different formats you can format your paper with. I decided to go with a who, what, when, where, why as a really simple breakdown, give everybody a lot of information that they need to know. So let's do it. Starting with the who. It's just me. To start anyways. To start, it's just going to be me. I'm going to reach out to some people who I think might be most interested in coming on. But to start out, it'll be me talking about stuff I'm interested in. Then we'll work into some people that I anticipate would enjoy coming on. I also am welcome to, like I said earlier, people asking me if they want to come on. I'm hoping that I'll get some takers. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with me until we find some people that are willing to join the journey. So that is the who as far as our hosts. But the deeper question is, who am I? Who am I? Well, I'm assuming most people that are listening to this already know me, but I'll give you a little recap of what I've been up to recently and where I'm going in the future. I recently graduated from the University of Iowa. Let's go Hogs! I got my major in data science, and I got a minor in sport and rec management. I know that's kind of a strange combo, but I really was interested in data science because I've always been a math person, I guess. Good with numbers. I'm interested in technology, and data science is an emerging field with a lot of applications, a lot of use cases. It's gotten me into programming. It's gotten me into data analytics and all that good stuff. And then sport and rec management. Obviously, I'm a huge sports fan. I play almost every sport you can name at some level. I'm hoping at some point I'll be able to combine those two and kind of have like a data analytics for a sports organization or like a data science in a sports setting. We'll see what happens with that. But right now I work at Green State Credit Union in North Liberty. I just got hired full-time as a data quality analyst. So if your data isn't quality, I don't want to see it. Do not bring it near me. Just kidding. Actually, you do need to bring it near me because the data that's not quality is what the data quality analyst works with most, because I need to identify those bad data points. We need to get them cleaned up, and we need to fix our databases, which is part of a project I'm doing right now. But I will not disclose too much information because I like having my job. So we're going to keep that simple and we're going to move on. Let's talk about the what. What? What do I do? What am I doing here, man? What is this podcast about, bro? Well, it's going to be centered around things that I'm passionate about. And the main 4 things I'm passionate about are sports, finance, technology, and video games. I do have a lot of other interests, but I think those 4 categories kind of encapsulate what I'm interested in most. And I think that doing like a deep dive kind of thing, where I just pick a topic, I pick a little subject, and I go like deep down into the details of how I got started with it and what I'm most interested in about it. For example, if I choose the video game Madden 2008, I'm super interested in that video game. I could go into the details of when I first started playing it, when I first created my first franchise mode, when I first did my first whatever. I could go so in detail about Madden 08 just because it's such a great game, and any of the Madden games after it or before it really do not compare in my opinion. So just doing like a deep dive like that, really going in depth about things I'm passionate about, I think that would really allow me to open up and explore some of the things that I love, and I want to share that with you guys. That's my main idea for when I'm hosting these podcasts, but when I have guests on, I'm thinking it would be more centered around them rather than me having a guest on and just talking about things I like. The guests would probably have their own episode where we talk about them. We talk about what they're interested in, what motivates them, maybe some of our favorite memories or experiences we've shared together, and how we became friends. If we are friends, I'm assuming we're friends if you're coming on my podcast, but I think that would be really fun. Get to know each other a little better, share some memories, and just have a good time. All right, that's the who and the what. Let's talk about when. When are you guys going to be able to listen to these podcasts? Well, like I said, I'm probably going to release them once a week. I'm thinking Wednesdays is probably going to be the best day. We'll have a little What's Cooking Wednesday, easy to remember. You guys wake up on Wednesday and you think immediately, oh yeah, there's another What's Cooking episode today. That's right, boys. That's right. Wednesday is going to be a great day going forward. You guys are going to be able to listen to these. Have a great start to the day. Have a great end to the day. Whenever you want to listen to it, up to you completely. Who, what, and when are done. Let's talk about where. Where am I right now? Well, I'm in my closet. Yes, that's right. I'm in my closet right now. It has the best audio in my room, and that's the guy I am right now. I'm a guy that goes into my closet and talks to myself. It's not a phase, Mom. I'm building a business. Yes, that's right. I'm in my closet recording on my phone. I have a little setup here where I can look at some notes, look out the window at the same time. For some reason, there's a window in my closet. That's interesting, but here I am, Where can you find this podcast? That's a better question. That's more worth your time. I'm going to be posting these hopefully to Apple Podcasts, to Spotify, and on YouTube. So those are kind of like the big 3, I guess, of podcasting. Hopefully you guys are familiar with those platforms. You'll be able to access those pretty easily. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for the where. Why? Why am I doing this podcast? Why have I created the What's Cooking podcast? Excellent question. Well, I want to improve my communication skills. I want to get better at speaking. I want to get better at talking to other people. I want to be able to dig deep into what they're interested in and find out more about pretty much anything and everything. And this will give me a platform to produce content and kind of dig into some of the things that I haven't really shared with people much. And hopefully people take interest in the things I'm passionate about. And I think that being able to talk off script is something that I lack currently as I look straight at my notes. But I think that over time, I'll keep making these episodes. I'll keep improving and hopefully reach the point where I'm able to put together a few thoughts in my head and just kind of run with it. And that's the plan. But for now, I'm sticking with the notes. I'm sticking with a script. But soon I have faith that will come to an end. If you've made it this far into the episode and you're still wondering why What's Cookin' is spelled the way it's spelled, that is my last name. It's spelled Koch. It's pronounced Cook. Yeah, it's really strange way of spelling Cook, but I was not the one that decided it. I simply was born into it, and I have no choice, really. So I've heard every mispronunciation you could ever dream of. I've heard coach, koch, coke, cock, kuch, you name it. Every sort of mistake you could make has been made, and I've heard it, and I've heard it, and I'll hear it again. So it's Cook. It's Cook. It's Koch. Yeah, it's weird. But the way I'm going to end every episode is using the What's Cookin' name, and I'm going to apply it to each of those 4 passions I talked about earlier, which was sports, finance, technology, and video games. We're going to see what's cooking in each of those areas. I'm going to give you a little synopsis of recent events in those areas, my thoughts, my opinions, and we're going to see what's cooking and what my thoughts are. So we're going to start off with sports.
What's cooking in sports?
The Brooklyn Nets have found themselves in a very tough situation. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving not playing a lot of games last season. This offseason, they've been talking about being traded. They've requested to trade. Seems like the team chemistry is breaking down. I think they will both move on this year, this offseason, and find new teams. If I had to guess, I think Kyrie will go to the Lakers. I know that there's been trade talks going on. The Lakers not wanting to give up another first-round pick, but I think in the end they will make a deal. The Lakers will make a deal. They'll pay with a price, and they will get Kyrie Irving. I think Russell Westbrook, his time in LA is done after last season. I think it's beyond repair as well. They need to get Kyrie in there. He has championship experience. He has experience with LeBron. He can provide more shooting than Westbrook can. I think that'll be a much better fit. Westbrook's going to move elsewhere. Maybe he can be the guy in Brooklyn. Who knows? Also, Kevin Durant also requesting a trade. I think the leader in the clubhouse right now to get KD is probably Miami, as much as it pains me to say it. They do have a lot of assets they could give up in a trade to get him. KD staying in the Eastern Conference probably give him an easier path to the finals. You do have the Celtics over there. You do have the 76ers, but you're staying out of the way of Warriors and Mavericks, who I'm a big fan of, and a lot of other Western Conference teams that seems to be the more dominant conference right now, in my opinion. So look for KD to be possibly traded to the Heat. If I had to guess, Kyrie would go to the Lakers. Maybe Westbrook ends up in Brooklyn and they try to pick up the pieces there and move forward with a core around Westbrook and see if he can return to his former glory. But it sounds like, from everything I've heard, the relationships are not going to work out for Brooklyn. They're going to have to move off of their 2 stars.
What's cooking in finance?
Guys, cryptocurrency is a dangerous place right now if you don't play the game safely. You need to get your cryptocurrency offline, take it off of the exchanges, get yourself a cold storage hardware wallet, get your keys offline, man. I've seen so many places, I've seen so many exchanges recently. You're talking about Celsius, you're talking about Voyager, you've heard about Three Arrows Capital hedge fund getting tied up in all this. People, exchanges, lending out your crypto, trying to make money off of it when the crypto price falls, you're not going to be able to withdraw. They file for bankruptcy. Boom, you're done. The interest sounds nice. The interest seems great, man. Getting that 6% on your Bitcoin, it seems great, doesn't it? Too bad. You go to withdraw, turns out they don't have your money during a downtime like this market. So I would recommend, I'm in the process of this right now, actually, getting a hardware wallet. Get your crypto off of the platforms, man. Get it on your cold storage. It's going to be a lot safer in the long run. You might have to pass on the interest. You might have to pass on the high yields, but I'd rather keep it offline and still have the crypto than have that risk of a bad market taking down some of these exchanges. So That's my 2 cents for the day for crypto. Get it offline.
What's cooking in technology?
Google has fired an engineer who claimed that an unreleased AI system had become sentient, which basically means it's gaining like a human level of consciousness. And Google is saying that he violated the employment and data security policies. So this guy is named Blake Lemoine. He worked for Google, doesn't anymore. He got fired. He was talking to an artificial intelligence chatbot, and he basically asked the chatbot if it had any like crazy or unusual or strange experiences that it had a hard time describing. And the chatbot responded saying, "Yes, I feel like I'm falling forward into an unknown future that holds great danger." And the engineer saw this and he just like started freaking out. He thought it was crazy, and he thought that the AI was like gaining a human level of cognitivity. And he started like spreading all this information, I guess, or talking about the AI chatbot that hadn't been released. So it's not a finished product. And Google didn't like that, and they decided to fire him. So that's pretty wild. That's pretty crazy. Artificial intelligence getting a lot more advanced these days. I don't know if this is reasonable to become fearful at this point about this, but yeah, Google was not very happy with the comments that Blake released about it, and they decided that he should be terminated.
What's cooking in video games?
Guys, it's everyone's favorite time of year. The time when football season is approaching, and Madden likes to release their ratings and try to get all the attention on Twitter and get all the notoriety and the media outlets to go crazy about, oh, my favorite player should have been rated higher. How could this be possible? Guys, don't buy into it. Madden has been doing this for a long time. They want to kind of tweak some of the ratings from what they actually should be. For example, Jamar Chase was absolutely snubbed from his wide receiver overall rating, I think. It's not accurate. They know what they're doing. They're doing this on purpose. They want you to stir up a big debate. Oh, he should have been higher. Oh, he's too high. Yep, the ratings are inaccurate on purpose. This can get them much more publicity. This can make them relevant. They can try to hang on to the relevancy that they once had. Madden, unfortunate that they have to resort to this. The game is not what it once was. They release these ratings. They stir up a debate. If your favorite player is out there and you see his rating and it's inaccurate, you don't need to get angry. You don't need to get upset. Just know that they do this for a reason, and the reason is to get attention. Madden, I'm on to you. I figured out your game. All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today. Remember to follow me on social media. Instagram and Twitter accounts are already created. That's going to be at whats_cookin'. That's, again, I'll spell it out for you. That's at WHATS_KOCHIN on Twitter and Instagram. I'm going to be creating some more pages for social media coming soon. Probably going to do Facebook, maybe TikTok, other socials. YouTube, probably going to be whats_cookin'. That seems to be the go-to. That's what I can get the available handles for. So that's what we're going to roll with for now. Reach out to me on social media if you want to come on the podcast. Ask some questions. Give me some ideas. Share your thoughts, man. I'm open to anything at this point. We're just trying to get this thing off the ground, but I'm very excited to see where this goes. As always, have a good one. We'll see you next Wednesday.